When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Okay, I set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. That keeps on happening. I'm like, yo. Alright, y'all. Back with another Darkside Detective episode. And like I said, I've been stuttering like crazy lately. I don't know what's up with me, bro. The first episode was fire, though. I ain't gonna lie. I really loved the first episode. Like, I liked it. I'm actually gonna lock in on the voice acting this time, y'all. Trust. Voice acting is gonna be on point this time. Y'all ready? Twin Lakes Police System, Volume 13, Case Files. Tome Alone. Okay. Tome Alone. Case summary. Dolly suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen. Wait, I gotta do it in the detect. I can't speak, man. Frick. Gotta do it in the detective's voice. Case summary. Dolly suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Start investigation. All right, let's lock in, y'all. Tome Alone. All right, I'm actually gonna do peak voice acting, y'all. We're not gonna stutter even one time this stream, bro. Trust. We're not stuttering one time this stream. Trust. Detective McQueen. Okay, what's the case, Dolly? Fill me in. Officer Dolly. Case? No, I've seen some overdue books to drop back. No, I've some overdue books to drop off. I'm gonna do a little bit of dubbing action on it too. I might change a word or two. It'll be alright. If you stutter once in the stream, I bet. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Dolly. Let's get this over with. We'll be done in a jiffy, detective. Statue. Plaque. This is a library. What a helpful plaque. Hold on, cooking, yeah. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be as I was saying, the lungs are kind of weak. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was a library, it was where the mayor kept his lion collection. Oh right, that clears that up. So okay, squad car. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? It keeps us fresh, sharp, and even. Alright, let's go inside. Well, I'm tapped in, y'all. Oh, a black. Okay, hold on. A sister? A sister? Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming. Wait, how are we gonna do this voice? You're not charming. You're not charming your way out of this one, Patrick. Rules are rules. We're gonna work on it. Can't we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dolly, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No. Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? I'm not doing her voice right. The one who's responsible for the storm. And you know the ghost. Ghost? What? Yo. I thought you found owning books suspicious. It is. What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your local library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ issue? Germs? You really believe in anything Hollywood tells you. You really will believe in anything Hollywood tells you. Okay. Librarian. What books did Dudley borrow? He had Rules to Rave too. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. And the law, what is it? And do we really need it? Hey, what happened to librarian/reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the new law book? On the law book. Not enough pictures. Okay. What were you saying about the ghost? This place is haunted. You know, the usual stuff. The usual stuff? Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or questionable ghost-busting startups to come fix this. What's that you're reading? Skylight. The heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Skylight. Okay, bro. What's a reverse vampire? Oh, a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. Oh, I see. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? It sounds awful, detective. Dolly. Goodbye. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. Flickering lights. These brownouts seem like they make for frustrating reading conditions. Okay. It's fine. A silence sign. Shh. How did I will arrest you, old lady. He didn't say that. I did. Let's check the office. Talk to Dolly. I really enjoyed the access to secret areas this job gets us. Staff only? Not on our watch. Okay, Dolly. Office supplies. Never know I'll need to cut something in half or a lazy approximation of half. You received scissors. Okay, calendar. I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. What is this? Skylight? A skylight? Okay. Skylight, alright, bro. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt, Dolly? Just mine. Now that I think of it, that's the price of working out, I guess. Okay, Dolly Kate. Okay. That's actually Dolores is wilding, bro. Yo, Dolly, you good? You good, Mud? Detective McQueen, roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. That's actually Kyle Barr's coat rack. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. Dolly? You know, for evidence? Not a bad idea. Received an item, a button, okay. These computers seem to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Alright, Dolly. Dolly just be saying anything sometimes. Let's go up the elevator. An old elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. The broken button. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button. Never mind this one. Okay. Reading room, hobby, sci-fi and fantasy. Reception, second level, okay. What did the rabbi and the priest talk about in library? What did the rabbi and the priest talk about in library? I don't know. Nothing. Librarians are all... Nothing. No, wait, what? Nothing. Libraries are a place of quiet, respect, and solitude, which they were both respecting. You need to work on your stand-up material. Plant. What odd leaves this plant has? That's just dead. What? That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. Oh. Statue. Don't blink. Don't blink. Oh, Weeping Angel, maybe? Sci-fi and fantasy, children's section. Sci-fi and fantasy. A rocket. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger. Then I found out that they had to go into space. No thanks, that's where aliens live. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. Received a metal strip. Swords and shields. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living in the adventures of If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of Darkside Bailiff and his squire, Dolly. Well, at least he's aware. Glum tales of the adventures. Glum tales of the sad ventures. Okay. I never understood this section. How can something be fiction and science? I don't know what to do with you sometimes, Dolly. Come on, Dolly. Give me a raise. Chessboard. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking droughts pieces, though. Alright, I'm heading to bed. Natty, good luck with the game. You have a great one, Theme. Hope you sleep well, man. Thank you for stopping by. Library card. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. An old library card. Fantastic orbit drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. What? Fantastic orbit drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Interesting. That sounds like my kind of book, you feel me? The library card of one smug face, Paul Conway. Interesting. Let's go. Little Devon. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? Is he talking to a ghost? Whoa, yo, why is this floating? I read a book. I can't even read that name. Thank you, Titty Boy Man, for the follow. Thank you, Titty Boy Man, for the follow. Oh, is this suitable for my age range? I've read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Yo, this is a ghost. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. I think I want to make him sound like Deku. I ain't gonna lie, I think I want to make him sound like Deku. Floating book. Oh, talk to. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails though. Thinking they're better than everyone else because they're up in the air. I want to talk to Dolly about this. Nobody, not one person needs kids to be talking like there's somebody invisible with them. A Viewmaster? I loved those as a kid. Same here, I ain't gonna lie. We called them viewfinders. I'll take this and see if I can find a use. It's times like these that I miss walking it. I walk in the beat. You see the viewfinder. Okay, the floating book. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What kind of magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. Is it a teddy bear, bruh? Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do. I heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. The little bro said he ain't no snitch, bruh. Alright, look at these letters. A, B, C. As easy as 4, 5, 6. Huh, totally. Alright, bro. Robot. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities, feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Understandable, Dolly. Dinosaur. Vent. The dust is wrong under this. It makes me think it was moved recently. Interesting. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Okay. Books. Bad baby incites a riot. Okay. Let's check out the teddy bear, bro. I've been dreading this. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Suspicious. Very suspicious. An old film viewing toy. I need to find some film to put in this first. Alright, little bro. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Huh. Yeah, I'll be back. Well, that's not weird at all, Dolly. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. Okay, not yet. Reading room and... Okay, let's go to the very top floor. Painting. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that was true. Alright. Reading room. Detective. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Raxa? Oh, hello. My name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange going on, That's why you're here too, detective. Wait, okay, no, sorry. Let me lock in on this part. Editor me, edit that out. I'm here to study the strange going-ons. I guess that's why you're here too, detective? Oh, sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff on purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, that's not much. There seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Chalkboard. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people. A fair point. Okay, clock. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. Roxanne's books. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. Dolly. You look uncomfortable, Dolly. It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does the room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Dolly. Chief Coley says, that's why she assigned me to your department. Microfiling room. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Okay. Filing cabinet. Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? Okay. Computer. Let's see what we can find online. Enter password. Aha, you didn't say the magic word. Enter password. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Okay. Box of microfilm. It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think that might be a clue. Possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Okay. Alright, let's go this way. We'll talk to you later, Raxa. Okay. Hobby books. Turning duct tape into turning duct tape into ponds. Make your nethers sustainable. Okay. The things you can film jam jaws with, volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Okay. He looks like he's jumping. You jump too if somebody shoved the pole up your behind. Okay. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Glue, okay. Paintings. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets. Rich enough that he could pay child artists for original works. This guy. Jeez. Pots and brushes. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids paint over the books. Actually smart, Dolly. Oh, that's actually really smart. How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. Okay. This one's called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team, whoever they are. That's the dev team, yo, okay. DIY because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. Okay. So your government is broken by C. Guevara. Okay. I'm not a big fan of the government. I'm not a big fan of the government. I'm not a big fan of the government. Not a big fan of the government. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. I just cooked. Hold on. The film is too big. It's a square peg round whole situation. Ah, frick. I'm not a big fan of the government. Alright, hold on. Let's go back downstairs. Let's go talk to the librarian. Reception. Not a big fan of the government. Can I have the password, please? And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Wait, no, it's not even that. And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. That's the voice we're gonna use. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. And I need these books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. Okay, Doris. If you need anything else, I'll be here unless I'm not. Okay, Doris, thank you for not helping. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths do it again. Okay. Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak. Instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. They burnt down a stadium, yo. Major staff cuts at the city library. Everything looks fine and normal right there. Budgetary cutbacks have seen this local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but this seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. I mean, it means very few people work here, Dolly. Oh, yeah, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, left, right, BA. Computer stock goes up, down, left, right, BA. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot Detective claims teenage tags were a ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. Yeah, he does. I remember this, Kate. Wait, what the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Or it could sound like the Flying Dutchman. Help is there for those who know how to take it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protesting a hidden room. The coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. Arr, no doubt, that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others. Detective. Who are you talking to? Wait, detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. What was all that again? Yeats' secret room, bad power within. Are we cool, bro? We're cool. Okay. Why are you holding that view, Master? Wait, why are you holding that view, Master? And who are you talking to? Actually, we both know it's best if you don't try and explain. As you were, Detective Nutjob. Okay. Okay. Still no password. Okay. Secret. Yeats. So this is Yeats. Praise, a moment of your time. Praise, a moment of your time. Another one? Another spirit. Yes, then with your question, you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he looked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room. He mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on the matter, I shall say no more. Not until the beast is gone. But I just want not a word more, sir. Not a word more. Not a word more, sir. Not a word more. There we go. You gotta go, man. I met your friend, Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it more joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here and I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. Oh, so he a freak. All right, maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Okay. Again, I say, you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley looks awaiting a slip of my tongue. See, Roxy, you mentioned you were looking for stuff in the... Roxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in and steal her unpublished fan fiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. What? Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please? Admin password. Thank you. Rax are the goat, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Rax are the goat. Let's see what I can find online. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Oh. The password for Doris' internet block is 1234. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. I feel like I changed the voice. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, I set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business, so, shut the door on your way out. I think I'll leave. I think I'll leave him with some privacy. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused somewhere else. The air is clearer now. Well, clear is maybe not the term I would use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest, sir. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get to that? How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dolly? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait. How do you know all this? Intuition? Okay, so now we gotta get to the 4th floor. Oh my gosh. I'm figuring it out. Okay, W goes. Gale. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. But not like you toss with library. Wait, what? But not like you toss with their library fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Wait, how to do your own plumbing. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do your own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? Do you think you could fix the elevator? With the right gear, I could, eh? I need a new button mind. What? Okay, I got that. There you go. What's all this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I can, but it won't do nothing. It needs to be conducted to make the circuit work. This should make the button conductive. A conductive button, okay. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do. Looks like it'll do the job. A few minutes to pop it into place. Okay. Honestly, detective, you look foolish wearing that thing around. Of course you would say that, Dolly. You don't understand. I don't see why we're sticking around here, detective. You couldn't have said that when I picked up the glue, no? Sometimes I feel like you don't see me as anything more than a ha sidekick. Okay. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. Happy to help. It were fun doing some of it useful, gang. Oh, it was helpful. Happy to help. It was fun doing something useful again. Okay. Now I lost Gale's voice. I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. I am glad Gale is gone because I can't do the voice, bro. I'm struggling greatly. Oh, look. Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. Window. Looks like you can't get the roof... Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. Book card. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur if you ever catch one. The Internet and Other Fads, Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Balaam, and MMO Accountancy, Be the Fictional Banker You Always Knew You Were. Okay. Edgar Allan Poe, You Barely Make Teenage Girls Whimper, Howie. H.P. Lovecraft? Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. At best, spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say I do not have your book. Again, I say I don't have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Ah! You're infuriating, man. It's in the K and the L's? I've never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator? Because it's scary up here. Taxis. This is my I need some. I don't got no water. I need some water. My throat's cooking, bro. Pause. He's being such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my aesthetic horror. With your aesthetic rubbish. Right. I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you silky twerp. You two stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. Okay. The books Yeet mentioned is missing. I don't know. I didn't know you're a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section a bit too godless for my taste. I wonder if the missing books is in one of the Lovecraft or is the one Lovecraft. Excuse me. I wonder if the missing book is the one Lovecraft and Poe are fighting over. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish, blighting woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people will borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current my works are vastly superior. Okay, I gotta find a stupid book now. Frick. This one's a lot more difficult than the first one. It's not hard, but it's a lot more to it, which I'm not complaining. I do actually very much enjoy this. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that I'm tired. These aren't the people I'm looking for. Oh, hey, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Okay. Oh. I read your detective books wonderfully over the top. Okay. Okay. So nothing here. Let's see. Oh, let's see what we can see in here. Oh. Little Devil. I think you should read this one. I read this one and I thought it was good. What's it about? What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made things worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? There we go. That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop the fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Can you see the ghost too, kiddo? Ghosts? What nonsense are you what nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I can see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest dreadfulest books you've ever written. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix something real quick. Okay. Interesting. So now I gotta find a book. What would stop them from... I know exactly what to do. Why is the window in the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Size. Dolly, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you let me make a deal now, huh? Dolly. Goodbye. Okay. Here's my card, ma'am. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books? Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh, good. But not this one. It's not yours. Not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face. I lost her voice. But not this one. It's not even your face. It's not yours. It's not even your face on it. I know what to do. Photocopier. I really don't want to put my face on here, but I really need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. Received a photocopy. All right. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten class. A sticky photo. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've ever seen in all my years as a cop. Fake library card. But she's probably old and blind, so it'll work. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul, his name is... My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card, Paul. You received yeah. Trashy novel. Milo Stevenson's reverse vampire novel, Gully Light. Even holding it makes me ill. Ugh, my lungs are fried, y'all. Alright, we're almost done. Let's get this to them. Here you go. Is this my book? No, it's not. It's... What? Wait, what is it? What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. Oh, it sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Ugh. Do you agree it's more horrifying than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone now. Back to find the book that opens this lever, I guess. Alright. Almost done with this one. Almost done with it. My lungs are still fried though. Actually, I actually want to see. Is the door still locked? Oh, the door is still locked. Is bad. Thanks for your help with that, Rexa. No problem. Happy to help. Happy to help a man of law break it. Happy? No problem. I'm happy to help a man of the law break it. What did you need to look up? What did you need to look up anyway? Best not to talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up on the library's usage bill. Wild work. That's wild work, y'all. He watching. He watching. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I don't see why they want this vile thing, but I did promise here. Lovecraft novel. Thank you, ma'am. Ah, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. The indescribable reading things that rend indescribably sounds about right. Alright. Horror section. We're almost done. We're still gonna need to go up there, aren't we? Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with the curious clicking noise. Right, we pull this and there we go. Well, there's the hidden door Yeats and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorway are all recurring motive. Creepy doorways are a recurring motive I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it. You got it. You got it in one You got it in one guess, detective. I'm gonna add in filling words, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time, Dooley. I think I hate my job. Stabfest 6. The Quirky Killings. The Underwhelmer. They yearn for blood. From Access to Zero Oxygen, a murderer's premiere. The Dead Person's Murders. Everyone's Guilty. Haunted Place. What is all of this? Magica, Aleister Crowley's guide to the popular wizard game? The Gnostic's guide to ghouls and ghosts? Rituals for modern rituals? These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Shelley. Exposed wire. Books. Baseball cap. What a strange thing to find here. The Necromium of Cyclopeum Cookbook. Wonder ways to get ritual stains out of your carpet. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. The periodic table of secret magic elements. Alright, let's talk to the goat. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summoned Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this mess will sort itself out. Ouch! Seems to be charged by the faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. To the roof. Shelby. So, what are you doing here? Like the moth to the flame, like a moth to a flame, I'm drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. What? I like spooky books and electricity. Even lit candles. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Oh, okay. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. A normal library. Normal library. Fair this. Skull. Let me drop the skull in there. I hope this works. Donk, donk, donk. Crash. Oh, dang. Now to find where it landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage. How do I leave? Okay, back to the horror section. Yeah, my lungs are getting fried. Okay. I'm willing to bet it landed here. What was all that? What was all that noise? I can't hear myself read. So kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring and I found all these neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghost arrived. But I like them because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker. Arrest him. Breaking and entering. Into your room of illegal books? Let's say both set of charges cancel out each other. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other's out. Only if you get rid of the ghost and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me on the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dab tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lighting conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Dolly, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. You dropped a skull on me. Threw you? You'll pay for this. I'll send goblins around to poke you in your sleep. I'll have pixies steal your mail. I'll get brownies to do expletive on your lawn. Whoa, calm down, lady. Calm down. That's not necessary. In hindsight, that was dangerous. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. You blighter, that could have killed me. Except that you're already dead. Police brutality, that's what this is. Poor Teddy. This wasn't here before. Now that looks like the kind of place a bored kid would explore. Alright, to the roof we go. I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. Here we go. I suppose I'm already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. I suppose I already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. Now we're getting rained on. This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I bring a book back, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't avoid that? What? I get up to adventures when you're not around, you know? Hey, I get up to adventures when you're not around, you know? I never. I don't just cease to be. I just don't cease to be because. I just don't. I just don't cease to be because Frankie McQueen's having a night in. But Darkside Detective, it should be called the Occult Officer. I'm going to climb that ladder now. Probably for the best. More of that wiring from the secret room and it leads to the roof. Okay. Do you need to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. Oh my goodness. How come so much of our work is done at night and in the rain? Yo, this is getting harder to do. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this area. To this area? Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this area. I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Oh. Okay, a little puzzle. I'm struggling on this part. Hold on. I'm so close. I'm legit so close. I gotta get this down here somehow, though. I'm supposed to get this one into this one. I don't even know anymore. Hold on. I gotta reset my brain again. Ah, shoot. I was doing this wrong the entire time. Okay. That's nice to know. It's close. Ish. No, it's not. I got it. I don't have the energy to hoot and holler, but I got it. That was tough. Ouch. My hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. I'm glad at least I get the chance to rest my vocal cords, but doggone, bro. Yo. That was a puzzle, bro. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. It seems to have done it now. Seems to close the book now. Now that the sky has cleared up, it's quite a nice night. The moon. What are you at? Lurking up there behind the storm. Tricksy moon. Okay. Can I tap on any of the buildings? Nope. It's no time to talk. I need to close that book. Alright. Okay. And the book is closed. And all of the ghosts are disappearing. Oh my gosh, yo. Trunks filled, detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dolly, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. They're heavy contraband. We have an arrangement then, Doris. Yes, you don't find me for having the books, and I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business and haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Oh, fine. Come on, Dolly. Let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dolly. See you there, Devin. Case closed. I didn't like this one as much as the first one just because this one took up way more brain power, but these are actually really good. I enjoy these cases. I really enjoy these cases. All right, so this was episode 2. This was episode 2 of the Darkside Detective. Now this one went a little bit more difficultly. I'm not gonna lie, it did not go as smoothly as the others, but I figured it out. We got through. I feel like the voice acting was a bit better on this one. I do think the voice acting was better. I started losing the voices a little bit because there was a larger cast of characters, but I feel like I did a good job. Also, something might be going on with my throat, but we'll figure that out at another time. I just want to say thank you everybody for enjoying the stream, everybody for enjoying the video, everyone who came through. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night, and I will be back eventually.